Hey guys, how's it going? So for this video, I want to take an in-depth look at the plot of Lalo and Nacho heading into the final 2 episodes of Season 4 of Better Call Saul by discussing and analyzing the sneak peek scene of both of these characters that was released to us prior to Episode 9. Okay, so before we take a look at the sneak peek scene of Lalo and Nacho that was released to us prior to Episode 9, I first want to go back to the final scene that took place in the previous episode of Better Call Saul that displayed Nacho meeting Lalo at the El Michoacano restaurant. So that being said, prior to this first appearance of Lalo in the plot of Better Call Saul, all that we knew about his character was from what Saul Goodman stated in his notorious piece of dialogue in Season 2 of Breaking Bad in the episode entitled Better Call Saul, where in this scene, he seemed, for all intents and purposes, to be absolutely consumed with fear upon thinking that the men who had kidnapped him were sent by Lalo.
Lalo didn't send you? No, Lalo!
Who?
Oh, thank God! Oh, Christ! Oh, I thought...
So, taking these details about this plot into account, prior to Season 4 of Better Call Saul, while I did not exactly know what to expect regarding Lalo's personality following the confirmation that he would appear in the plot of Season 4, I nonetheless, based on this aforementioned dialogue from the plot of Breaking Bad, pictured Lalo being an extremely intimidating and menacing character. However, in spite of this, in what was in my opinion a rather unexpected plot twist, following us seeing Lalo for the first time on screen in the plot of Better Call Saul this season, on the surface, Lalo seemed to be like anything but a character who would cause Saul to display the response that he did upon thinking that the men who kidnapped him were sent by Lalo, who, as we could see in this episode of Better Call Saul, actually appeared to be a rather personable and charming individual. Moreover, what also makes the exterior personality of Lalo in this scene from the plot of Better Call Saul even more striking is that we definitively learned in this episode, as well as from the sneak peek scene of Episode 9, that Lalo is not only a Salamanca, but is also a nephew of Hector. And taking that into account, what is so overtly noticeable about Lalo's personality in this scene is that on the surface, he seemed to be absolutely nothing like Hector's other nephews, i.e. the aggressive and fearsome Tuco and the cold-blooded assassin cousins. So with all of these details that we know about Lalo so far from the plot of Breaking Bad and the plot of Better Call Saul being taken into consideration, while this is of course only speculation, I feel that there is certainly going to be much more to Lalo than met the eye in the previous episode, who is seemingly going to be a very complex character, and I think may in the end resemble many of the personality traits of Gus Fring, who when we first met him in the plot of Season 2 of Breaking Bad in the episode entitled Mandala, on the surface appeared to be rather affable, but then in the end turned out to be a ruthless, cold-blooded killer as well, which was made apparent when we saw him gruesomely kill Victor in the plot of Season 4 of Breaking Bad in the episode entitled Box Cutter. And with all of that being stated, following Lalo's first appearance in the plot of Better Call Saul in Episode 8, it appears that Lalo will in fact be interacting a lot with Nacho in the plot of Better Call Saul, as was further indicated by the sneak peek scene of the two of them visiting Hector at Casa Tranquila in the plot of Episode 9. So that being said, in regards to this brief sneak peek scene, following both Lalo and Nacho arriving to visit Hector, we could see that Lalo seemed to be rather taken aback upon seeing Hector in the condition that he was in, which then, following this revelation, led Lalo to go up to Hector, who he addressed as Uncle Hector, and then stated to him that he was Lalo, and also stated to him that he knew that Hector recognized him, which was then met by Hector seemingly affirming the statement by Lalo by tapping his finger, very noticeably without the bell that he had during the plot of Breaking Bad, which was then followed by this sneak peek scene ending. So, right off the bat, after taking all of these plot details about this scene into account, based on the teaser photo that was released prior to this episode, it appears that Lalo will be giving Hector the bell that he used in order to communicate in the plot of Breaking Bad, which we could also see displayed to us in the sneak peek scene as well. So that being said, directly in regards to Nacho's role in the plot of Lalo moving forward in Season 4 of Better Call Saul and beyond, it should be noted that what is rather ironic about this sneak peek scene is that Nacho is the one who was directly responsible for putting Hector in the state that he is currently in, which is currently unknown to Lalo as well as the rest of the Salamancas at this point in time. And taking that into account, following us seeing that Lalo seems to truly care for Hector and was initially rather shocked to see Hector in the state that he is in, I can only imagine what Lalo would do to Nacho if he ever discovered that Nacho was the one who was personally responsible for Hector's current physical state. And with all of these details about these characters being taken into consideration, I absolutely cannot wait to see what the plot between Lalo and Nacho will have in store for us in these final 2 episodes of Season 4 and beyond, which as we all know, will in some way have to directly relate to Saul Goodman's aforementioned dialogue from the plot of Breaking Bad, which will of course also somehow have to encompass Jimmy McGill in this plot in a currently unknown capacity as well. And based on the fact that we only have 2 episodes remaining in the plot of Better Call Saul this season, I think that at the end of the day, this plot between all of these characters will likely need to carry over to and be a very crucial part of the plot of Season 5 of Better Call Saul. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video and also want to see additional analysis of the current 4th season of Better Call Saul, then definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos where I discuss and analyze the plot of the remaining episodes of Season 4 of Better Call Saul. As always, my name is Anton Jackson, thanks again for watching, and thank you so much for supporting this channel.